Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, we are going to be starting the Moogle Beast Tribe, but in order to get Moogles, we gotta go through a bit of a unlock phase. I haven't been able to unlock it up until, well, now, because this requires having a crafter at level 50. But since I've got my crafters leveled up and everything leveled up to 50, we can now do it. So, let's dive on into this. Goddamn Moogles, they lose their bloody pom-poms if they weren't attached to their heads. I can't find my nuts, Koopo. I found my pebbles, Koopo. You wanna know where your pebbles are? Well, I'll tell you where after I shove them up your bleeding. I can relate to this guy. Oh, you're not one of them? Thank the gods, finally someone capable of sensible conversation. You see, I was sitting here at the temple nights, perhaps to teach stonemasonry to these creatures. However, as soon as I arrived, they bombarded me with menial tasks, and before long I found myself pacing aimlessly across the churning mists. Yeah, I had to do that. It wasn't a fun experience. I can totally relate to this guy in every way. I'll endure it no longer. It's time I bid good riddance to this place and its inhabitants. Madam, I'm loath to ask you to suffer such wretched company, but could you inform the one named Moogle that I shan't be returning? I dare not go to myself lest my temper get the best of me. Yeah, I can relate to this guy. I'm gonna need a mount. Not to the hot bar. I'll get rid of this for now. I can totally relate to this guy in every way. Where you at? We'll mid-adventure. The palm guard remains vigilant as ever. What brings you to Mogholm? A sudden craving for Koopa nuts? No. Another stonemason has gone home, Koopa? Well, at least this one bothered to inform me, in a manner of speaking. I suppose I can't blame him for leaving. He was only trying to help us prepare Zenith. They're sent here to survey the area and teach us what they know of working stone. Alas, the Moogles are more concerned with who can concoct the cleverest trick than who can build the sturdiest wall. They don't do it out of malice, it's just an impulse, like breathing or hiding, but the Ishgardians don't view it that way. So far, this is the 9th stonemason that's left us. I fear Sir Gundaloop may be regretting his decision to help. As a representative of Mogholm, I must offer him an apology and an explanation. Adventurer, will you guide me to Ishgard so I might mend this situation? What relief! I tend to get terribly lost when I travel on my own. I trust your preparations are complete. Excellent, then let's be off. Yeah, I could totally get where this guy's coming from. Trust me, in order to get the Moogles, in order to actually do the Moogle shit, you have to actually do all of the Moogle quests. Well, not all. Well, let me rephrase that. There is a lot of quests that you gotta do prior to actually being able to unlock the Moogles. Pretty much, it's all the quests in Churning Mists, which was a pain in the ass. I hated it the first time. I hated it doing it even more the second time. So thank God I don't have to. I have no intention of doing it a third time, because I have no intention of making a third character, because there's really no point. Greetings, Sir Handaloot. Well, if it isn't Marco and Cecilla, an unexpected visit, and a welcome one for that. I had been hoping to speak with you of our stonemasons. Each one has returned within a fortnight, more wrought than the last. They claim the Moogles are proving to be less receptive to their teaching than they had anticipated. Sir Handaloot, my deepest and most sincere apologies. The others are only meant to make the stonemasons feel welcome by including them in their mischief. They never meant to anger. I swear on my honor as a palm guard that it will not happen again. For the sake of friendly relations, I'm more than willing to put this misunderstanding behind us and begin anew. Alas, we have already sent you every stonemason we can spare, and I fear there is little hope of convincing any of them to return to Mogholm. You haven't sent every stonemason, my dear Handaloot. Lord Tarson? What brings you to the congregation? One sec. Let's dispense with titles, shall we? And surely you can surmise why I'm here. Every one of those thin-skinned milksops was a pupil of mine. How would it reflect upon me if I let their negligence bring this project to ruins? Besides, this task came to us directly by the Holy See, and failure will result in my family becoming a laughingstock for generations to come. So you see, for both personal and familial honor, I must take up my hammer and succeed where my students have failed. Alas, I am well past my prime. The hammer weighs heavy in my hand, and my mind dulls with age. Alone, I fear I might fall victim to the clever deceptions of the Moogles, or my body might crumble under the stress of so much physical labor. Perhaps with the help of a young, stout adventurer, one who has won the respect of the Moogles, who is well versed within their ways. Only with such a partner could this old man possibly hope to keep his honor from being sullied. Do you know any such adventurers, friend? Pray tell me you do. I see what you're getting at. What courage! Did you see that Hadalop? The strapping young lass put her name forward without a second thought. Surely you have brought solace to this tired old man's heart, my dear Cecilla. Huh? Huh? Kupo? I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying both you and the adventure will help us? Indeed, my furry little friend, you shall be well taken care of. Now, our first order of business would be to gather all who are involved in the restoration. Monko, I entrust the task to you. Cecil and I shall not be far behind. I did not sign up for this! Before we depart, however, we have some work of our own to complete. You will see I mean to show the Moogles that they are not the only ones with the penchant for trickery. Come, meet me at the Jewel Crozier and we can begin preparations. What did I get myself into? Ah. Good lord. Oh, Jesus. Why do I put myself through this? Why? Tell me why. I thought I was done with the Moogles, but here I am doing it again. It's weird though. I thought the Moogles incorporated disciples of the land too. Maybe I'm just wrong. What the hell's your problem? Keeping the ledger? Oh. There you are. Before we begin, I would draw upon your knowledge of the Moogles. Namely, I wish to know what foods they are partial to, for I believe there we shall find the means to deceive them. So their makeshift economy revolves around these Kupo nuts. Why, this plan practically crafts itself. Our next course of action is plain. I believe you are just the last to rise to the challenge. For your hands speak volumes that your words do not. They are the hands of a practiced artisan, much like my own. There is no need for humility, my friend. You are among peers, and as your peer, I would be honored to call upon your aid. I ask that you craft me a Kupo nut. Not a real one, mind you, but a fake, which could fool even the most discerning Moogle. As I have never laid eyes upon a Kupo nut myself, I must entrust this task to you. I require only one, which I shall use to make more. I believe with judicious use of wood, leather, and cloth, you should be able to craft a fake that perfectly captures the uneven texture of the wild nut. Here, I believe these materials should prove sufficient. Okay, great. Now, I know full well that even when the master has her failed attempts, and so I've instructed Maith here to provide you with more materials should you require them. Good. Wonderful. Alright. Let's check this out. Beast Tribe. That's Ixal. Alright, so I just need to make a nut. Easy. Done. How does it go with your work? So there's no need to rush. I would not want a masterpiece to be marred. Here you go. So this is a Kupo nut. Although I'm not a Moogle, I'm certain that if I was, my stomach would be rumbling at the sight. Impressive, considering the meager materials we had on hand. No doubt you're wondering what I had planned to do with this. Do not worry, I would not dare spoil the surprise for you. For now, just know that I intend to make more. I may take some time, so pray go on ahead to the plaza near Zenith. I shall meet you there. Okay. Let's go. Welcome to Barley, Cecila. Truth be told, this place is even worse shape than I was led to believe. Well, I suppose even a fortress begins with but a single stone. My apologies, Lord Tarson. I urged the Mogmenders to meet us here, but they have all claimed to be busy with something or other. It may be a while before they arrive. Tarson will suffice, my dear Moogle, and there is no need for apologies. From my understanding, the Mogmenders have laziness in abundance. While you're waiting, answer me one question. Who among them is easiest to trick? That would be Master Mogzin, without a doubt. He was put in charge of the Mogmenders on account of his deft paws, but he falls for their tricks more often than not. One time he spent 3 days playing hide and seek while the others gorged on Koopo nuts. Such deviousness! No, I doubt I can surpass so clever a ploy. Nevertheless, I must try. Moogle, I believe Cecil and I can take over the reins from here. We shall have the Mogmenders hard at work ere long. You mean to out-trick the Mogmenders? Fascinating. I had no idea you had played tricks on each other down below. Of course, I look forward to hearing your victory. Oh, I do hope he hides his pebbles. When building a wall, we were taught about a single ill-placed brick can cause a whole structure to collapse. I believe this Master Mogzin may be our figurative loose brick. Now let us seek him out. He cannot be far. Alright. Need to go over here. Nine stonemasons. Sure, they're praising my cleverness in Ishgard. I shall trick the next one. Oh, I know, rare sickness which strikes once every 100 years and causes our pom-poms to... Master Mogzin of the Mogmenders, I presume. I'm Tarson, freshly arrived from Ishgard. Forgive me for eavesdropping, but I overheard a mention of a sickness. Is there aught I need to worry about? You here already? I mean, yes, a terrible, incurable sickness has spread throughout Mogholm. One last seen over 1,000 years ago. Once afflicted, our wings grow heavier than stones. We can do nothing but lie on the ground helpless until it passes. I see. Such an unfortunate timing. Well, I suppose we must postpone our work for now. May you and yours be in good health soon. 'Tis a pity, truly. Whatever shall I do with all these Koopo nuts? Did you say Koopo nuts? Here? Now? Why, yes, I brought a veritable feast which I meant to share with the Mogmenders as a gesture of goodwill. Alas, we shall have to wait. A sickness which comes once every 1,000 years requires proper... Did I see sickness? Perhaps I was mistaken. Yes, perhaps they weren't sick at all after all. Just napping. How embarrassing. Luckily for you, however, that means the rest of the Mogmenders are hale and hearty. I'll summon them and meet you at Barley's forthwith. By the gods, I was hoping a bit more sport than that. Perhaps if he said Koopo nuts were a miraculous cure to this epidemic, I could have pretended to believe him. Well, what's done is done. Come, let us away to Barley's and meet our new companions. He out-tricked the trickster! As promised, I've gathered my most skilled Mogmenders. Now I believe there was talk of a feast. Indeed, they have the paws of true artisans. Now for the feast. Let me start off our relationship by offering this bounty to you. looks so plump and so juicy. And for all this for a little effort. As Master of the Mooglers, I declare first privileges. That's not how a Koopa nut tastes. It's a fake. How could something that looks so delicious be so disappointing? My dear Mogson, it seems the tables have turned. Indeed, these nuts were brought by man, not born of nature. Even better than the real thing, yes? Well, besides the taste, of course. They're all fake? There's not even a real one tucked away inside? Perhaps we should check out once again, just to be sure. I dare say these would fool even Chieftain Moglin, and no one has been able to ever trick him. Truly works of art. This is but a small sampling of our capabilities, friends. I have built towers and raised walls that rival the largest in striking mists. Yes, even Zenith. You mean, you can make Koopa nuts even larger than this? Larger than Zenith? Perhaps I could, if I had the inclination. However, I offer you something better. Pledge your paws to me and I shall teach you how to craft aught you can imagine. Alas, I'll make this offer only once. So, what say you? Anything we can imagine? Of course, we swear on our pom-poms to be diligent pupils. Why, I'm already starting to I'm ready to start repairing Zenith this very moment. That's the spirit I'd like to see. But we have a long road ahead of us, my Moogle menders. Before we start work on the palace proper, I believe we will do well to begin by repairing this very plaza. What you learn here shall form a solid foundation for what is to come. Well, that was easy. Well, now that things have settled, I do believe formal introductions are in order. I am Mogson, Master of the Mooglers. I never knew what a crafter was capable of until I saw those fake Koopa nuts. But with even a fraction of such skill, I have no doubt that we could restore Zenith to its former glory. Still, I can't help but wonder what we could accomplish had we listened to the other nine stonemasons. Oh well, I suppose there's no use racking my pom-pom over the past. Besides, you and Tarzan are so much more kind and patient than the others. You do plan to stay and teach us, right? We'll work every day until our paws are sore and our cheeks are flushed. I promise you that. I'm pissed off, Koopa. Fine. Truly? Then the others will be overjoyed to hear it. Mogmenders, let's go for tools and paw, make Zenith shine once more. You get a lot of XP. Is that enough for a level up, actually? I don't think that's how you use a pickaxe. Thanks to your efforts, the restoration of the bar lays has begun. Similar to, yep. So as you go through the Beast Tribe quest, whole place will change. Nice. Yeah, you can get, at least from 50 to 60, you can get a lot of XP just off the dailies, as you can see. That's a lot of XP. Jeez. Oh, shoot. But yeah, by the time we're done here, this place is gonna look totally different. So, this is what we got. So, yeah. I'll be back when I'm ready to proceed to the next reputation rank. Alright, we're now ready to proceed to the next reputation. So, Mogson, what's my task? Cecil, Tarzan has been looking for you. There's an important matter we must discuss at once. Cecil, there you are. I must say the attitude of the Mogmenders is much improved. They have mastered the basics of stonemasonry more quickly than I had anticipated, and remain ever eager to learn. Once the rubble has been cleared, we can begin rebuilding. Therein lies our problem, however. I am afraid we lack the numbers to remove the debris on our own. I requested aid from the Moogles of Asa, of Asa, but have yet to receive a response. Doubtless they are trying to avoid any kind of hard work. And so I would task you, my dear Mogzin, for bringing them here. I give you a leave to use whatever trick you can conceive of to get those malingering Moogles to Barlays. You want me to fool Moogles? I've never done that. Not successful anyway. Do not be so quick to lose heart. You fail only because your ideas are half-formed, marred by compromise and poor planning. You must persevere in your efforts if you wish to succeed. It's as if the words in my house state, by the 100th blow, for a single strike of the chisel merely scratches the stone's surface. It is only with constant effort that stones give rise to bricks and walls at last an impregnable fortress. Such is the power of will, of perseverance, of determination. Will, perseverance, and determination. I will remember. Yes, I'll craft a trick so cunning they'll sing songs of that throughout Mogholm. Aye, that's the spirit. You're a leader, and it's past time you took charge. Show the others that the Mogmanners are not to be trifled with. However, while I have great faith in Mogzin, he's still yet to meet his full potential, which is why I must just ask you to accompany him, Cecilla. Assure him he does not slip back into his old ways. Give that pom-pom of his a firm shake if he sends his will wavering. I'm sure there'll be no need for that. Nevertheless, I would certainly appreciate the company. Well then, shall we be off? We should begin by speaking with Maga, the Moogle in charge of over in Asa. Alright. See what these guys are doing. Slacking. Oh, if it isn't Master Mogzin and the adventure I've heard so much about. I seem to recall a request for some manner from the Mogmenders. Oh yes, you required extra paws to help with the move of the rubble? That's correct. The request was made some time ago and still not a single Moogle has arrived at Barlays. I can't help to make any progress without them. Ah yes, who could forget such an unusual name? Of course, I dispatched several Moogles the moment the missive came, but I'm afraid that I may have sent them to the wrong location. Awfully hard to pronounce that name, you see. Well, I suppose it could be anywhere now, and without the provisions for a long journey. Oh, how dreadful! All alone among these wild beasts. Hungry and afraid. Curse my clumsy tongue. Curse it! Could you help me find them? Please bring them back, something to sate their hunger, and I'm certain they'll be most willing to help. Of course, understandable mistake. Ah, sure. A mistake. I can scarce pronounce half the names I hear. Don't worry, Maga. My companion and I will have the errant Moogles back here in safe post haste. No one's served to go searching blindly, however, lest we become lost ourselves. No, we must discuss our strategy beforehand. So let's confer down below. I can fly, you know. I can find them easily. Let those Mog up know I've already fallen for this trick. Twice! Why trouble yourself to get your own food when a gullible Moogle will deliver it right to you? It would be a brilliant ploy if it wasn't so overused. And now we have a chance to... What did Tarzan say? Turn the tables. If we can trick them into going to Barlays, I dare say they'd stay just as a sign of respect. Mogup and his lackeys are a clever bunch, though. How could I constantly get the better of them? If only I could use those fake Kupo nuts. But now every Moogle in Mogholm beyond has heard of them, and rightly so, as they are truly masterpieces. Certainly not something I can ever hope to surpass. But there's no shame in that. Yes, why reaches for the skies when a Kupo nut is hanging just within reach? Besides, Azaz is far from Mogholm. I wager Mogup and the others will have heard nothing of your fake nuts. Well, then I believe the matter is settled. Don't make me squeeze your palm! No, not my palm! I remember Tarzan's words. Just keep your hands wherever they are. I'll come up with my own merry trick. I'll make Mogup let you think twice before trying to trick me again. Thank you, Cecilla. Tarzan was right to have you accompany me. If you were not here, I would have given up before I remember a special something that might just serve as a perfect tool for a trick. A very special something. I haven't gotten any myself, though. Certainly not in the quantity required, but there is one Moogle who might. Cecilla, come with me to Mogholm, so we can seek the counsel of the alchemist Morgan. Yes, it's all falling into place. He almost tried to get complacent with me. I don't think so. Cecil, my apologies. I had to pick something up for Barley's on the way. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. The mighty adventure graces us with her presence again. Oh, and greetings to you as well, Mogzin. Mogup is up to his old tricks, but I mean to take the upper hand paw this time. For that, I require your most potent medicine. Most potent. Oh, and on a completely unrelated note, I brought you a gift. I can't certainly just give you. Well, I certainly can't give you Koopa nuts, and larger than any I've ever seen, even more so than those of Chief Moglin's secret reserve. You've always been a stout supporter of the Mogbenders. I just thought I should express my gratitude. Of course, I understand. I wouldn't dare decline a gift from you, Mogzin. It is only a gift, yes. Why, Moghan, you wound me. I would never intend for it to be anything else. Lifting stones is a dangerous work, but it would be dreadful if anyone was injured, especially so far from home. You should have your medicine, Mogzin. Practice caution, however. Use too much and you may do more harm than good. I promise to be responsible. Cecil, I believe we are finished here. I'll meet you back in Azal after I finish some final preparations. I'll try not to be late this time. What are you doing? Something I probably don't need I shouldn't need to know about. Oh boy. Yeah, crafters are not crafters. The crafting and gathering beast tribes are a great way to level up crafters and gatherers in general, because the actual repetition quests themselves, they give a tremendous XP, and the daily quests at least up until level 60 give a very good XP. Up goes a search. I've looked up and down under. Okay. Mog up enough. I surrender. I must say, every trick is more impressive than the last. This one was so impressive, in fact, I brought a bounty of Koopa nut milk to give to everyone. Moggs has been outsmarted again. You really must stop making this so easy. There's no sport in it anymore. However, we'll gladly accept these limitations just as a just reward for our ingenuity. Time to call the others. Did you see? Mogup is none the wiser. He thinks that's just regular Koopa nut milk, but we know better. I can scarce believe that I, Mogzin, finally about to trick Moogles. Come, Cecil, Mogup will soon get his just desserts. Why am I meeting him way out here? Seems like such an odd place to meet. Cecil, quickly, Mogup and the others are just about to partake of my special milk. Mogzin was been tricked again, and not for the last time. Now, in his humbleness, he was rewarded our surpassing cleverness with the bounty of Koopa nut milk. Drink deep, my friends, and bask in victory. There's nothing like a nip of milk after a, what is? Oh. Impossible. Mogson, he couldn't have. Did he drug them? He drugged them! What's in the milk, you ask? A few pinches of crushed cloud mallow seeds. In large enough quantities, they put Moogles into a deep sleep. Once they're dozing soundly, I only need whisper in their ears to complete my plan. Look, Cecil, and bear witness to a Mogbender's guile. A working Moogle is a happy Moogle. A working Moogle is a happy Moogle. From sunup till sundown, you'll work up a sweat and with nary a frown. What ho, friends! Isn't it a perfect day for a back-breaking labor? Who needs rest? Not I. Who wants sweat? Me. Is that how it works? Is this how it works? They got hypnotized hard and pretty easily. Is this illegal? Is this allowed? This doesn't seem legal. Victory, I doubt Maga will dare try to trick me again after this. And now to reap the rewards. Let's return to Barlays and see what Moogle's hard at work can accomplish. Well, that's one way to get uncooperative people to work, by hypnotizing them. Hey, whatever floats your boat, so long as you get people working. Alright, let's see what kind of change this place is gonna have. Cecil, it's terrible. We'll never get the rubble cleared. Mog Company owners began working eagerly at first, but they collapsed after carrying only one rock between them. I know they aren't used to hard work, but this bugger's belief. Perhaps all is not lost, however. When Moogle's in such a sorry state, the only cure I know of is more cloud mallow. I believe you can help with that. Mount a mallow and sprinkle some puffs on those Moogles, and their palms should perk right up. Just ask the Moogle guarding it to ride. I'll be looking to the skies. Perhaps a few errant puffs will blow my way. Alright. Say no more, I know exactly why you're here. Just shake your rump a bit and rain mallow puffs on the poor Moogles, and they'll be back in tip-top shape. Hop on, I'm sure the mallow can support your weight. That's a very strange... It's a very strange amount, but it does the trick. I seem to recall being tired. Impossible, inconceivable. Why, I dare say I would clear the rubble myself. Working Moogle's a happy Moogle. God, he got hypnotized hard. Oh boy. Mallow puffs seem to do it. If they keep up the pace, then the rubble should be cleared in no time. And what's more, now that I've hoodwinked a Moogle, I'm sure to earn some respect around here. I am the master of the Mogbeners after all. Tarson, Cecila, if not for your support, I would have given up long ago. To see my efforts succeed at last, I've never felt this sense of accomplishment before. You have my thanks. Brilliant, my dear Mogson. Remember my words, and your conviction shall show you through the quality of your craftsmanship. I will. I most certainly will. Tyson, your words will guide me in both my works and my studies. Okay. Oh, we got working stalls now. There's already been a big change. Kind of. The rebel's gone. For the most part. Thanks to your efforts, the rebel has been cleared from Barlays. Continue assisting Moogle members to repair the plaza. See the plaza completed. Nice. It's too bad I'm out of dailies because I can't do anymore. But yeah, that's it for that reputation. So next time I'll be back when I'm ready to proceed to the next rank of reputation. All right, we're back for more Moogles. So let's proceed to the next reputation. Trying times. Cecily, you're back and at the perfect time. Tarison and I were just discussing how to move forward with the restoration. You're welcome to join us. Alright, Kai, what's the plan? Cecily, how kind of you to join us. We were just discussing how to proceed with the restoration. The Mogmanners are ready for a new challenge, and I have a mind to set them to work on the plaza's outer wall. And what would a challenge be without an insurmountable obstacle? They lack the strength to even lift the wall's heavy bricks, foam, let alone stack them on top of each other. An Ishgar would use levers and pulleys to get the job done, but I'm afraid their design is unfit for Moogle proportions. Short of creating an entirely new system, which is outside the realm of my expertise, the solution to this problem has eluded me. That is, until Master Mogman himself had a brilliant suggestion. Mogzin, if you will. Certainly. I propose calling upon the dragons for help. I've seen them grasp fast boulders in their mighty claws. It should be a simple task for them to stack the bricks on top of each other. An ingenious idea, yes, and one which fills me with anticipation, for I have never seen a dragon's might be put to constructive use. It would seem, as well, that Mogzin already knows who to ask. That's right. I happen to count a dragon among my many friends. He's strong, too. Much stronger than any Moogle I've ever met. Tarison, Cecilla, wait here. I'll seek him out straight away. What am I gonna do? Twiddle my thumbs? I guess that's what I'm gonna do. We returned! Cecilla, Tarison, meet old day. So these are the ones in need of my strength. They're so wingless. Nonetheless, any friend of Mogzin is a friend of mine. 1 second. 1 second. By the fear, if you're not Mogzin's friend, I would be trembling in my boots all day if I was made to believe that you could hurl boulders to the skies with but a flick of your powerful claws. Is that true? Of course. Do you think me some weakling? I am a dragon, and the blood of the great worm race Velgar courses through my veins. In just 2 centuries, even the most colossal stone will be as a pebble in my claws. Did you hear that? We need only wait 3 centuries. Unfortunately, I have no pressing engagements for the next 300 years. What about you, Mogzin? Have you the time to spare? No, certainly not. Oh, there must be another way. Oh, I know. Old day. We have a surplus of foodstuffs thanks to Mogmo's shrewd management. Eat your fill and before long you'll be as strong as Royce Velgar, right? Mogson. You are always so short-sighted. How many times must I tell you the quickest solution is not always the best? But don't you understand? We can't wait 300 years. By that time, the palms of every Moogle and Mog home will be gone to dust. My apologies. I sometimes forget how very fragile you Moogles are. I suppose we'll have to entreat my older brother for help then. Let me warn you, however, that he can be a bit trying at times. But worry not, for I am certain we can persuade him to help us one way or another. Thank you, old day. I knew we would find a way. However, I know there's still more work to be done. Soon I'll be able to add persuading a dragon to my list of accomplishments. But as they say, there is strength in numbers. Cecil, pray accompany me as I may lend more weight to our request. Well then, let's be off. My brother, way off, usually spends his time deeper within Zenith. I'll go on ahead and see if I can soften him up before you arrive. Okay. Oh, Lord. Alright, sir. My brother's request that I hear your plea, but I shall not deny him. You guys look very different. Are you sure you guys are brothers? We are grateful for this audience. You see, we mean to rebuild the walls of Barlays. Alas, our tiny paws can barely grip the massive stones, let alone lift them. That is why we require a dragon's strength. Your strength. Ah, yes, we have heard tell of Moogles playing at being stonemasons. This I know. I care not how or where you conduct your games or whom you choose to imitate. However, I will not be made party to such whimsy. Way off, without due respect, you're mistaken. This is no game. We are pouring our heart and soul into repairing Barlays. It is only the beginning. Brother, Mogson tells the truth. He is wholly devoted to this task. He's even forsworn trickery. Please, I implore you to give him and his people a chance. One chance, then. Show me the depth of your conviction. If you truly are a crafter, then craft something for me. That which cannot speak, yet can be heard. Present it to me, and my strength shall be yours. What? I mean, yes, of course. Cecil, let's return to Barlays and see, so we can begin work on Way Off's request forthwith. What are we gonna craft him? Something that can't be seen or heard, or something like that. All right. It is. I don't know how to make a Way Off's words. Something that can't speak, but can be heard, not seen. Oh, my palm aches for trying to wrap around his riddle. Perhaps I should just trick him. It can't be much more difficult than tricking a Moogle. I jest. Worry not. I won't rest until I've deciphered his strange request. So let's put our palms together. Together we can chip away at the question until the answer takes shape before us. What could it possibly be? Cecil, you traveled to all manner of places. Surely a worthy adventurer such as yourself can offer some insight. Well, some folks say there's an insatiable lust for treasure. Treasure? Well, we value nothing more than our kupo nuts and the shiny tools made by the landlords, but I don't see... Wait, there's another treasure. That's right, the horn we used to call upon the great Race Velgar. A horn which cannot speak, but can be heard. So it's an instrument Way Off wants. Now, I've always been partial to tooting the horn myself, but so I believe crafting one should prove simple. However, I would trust you with a separate task. Please craft me a grip, which is most vital to ensure none drop the horn while giving a mighty blow. Moogle should have any materials you require. I await your masterpiece. Alright. You've come here for materials. Very well. That will be 30 Koopa nuts, please. Should see the look on your face. It's merely a jest. Please take as much as you require. Free of charge, of course. Why aren't you just generous? Alright. Gotta make a high quality horn. That was easy. Are you finished? Here you go. Here's your horn piece. This is even better than I could have hoped. Any Moogle would surely be proud to toot on the horn. Even the chieftain Moglin. Nevertheless, I must take care when applying the final touches. Go on ahead and meet with Old Day and his brother. I will be close behind, horn in paw. Just don't drop it. I worked hard to craft that. Alright. Let's go meet up with this guy, see if we can't win his favor. Hello, sir. Way off, we thought long and hard on your words when we brought you what you seek. Behold, a Mogmender masterpiece. Why, that is just a horn. I would rather want that. Of course a horn cannot... Oh, I see. How clever, Mogzin. The craftsmanship is even better than we had hoped. Do not feign knowledge, Old Day. He did not know the answer. As for you, Mogzin, was this horn truly wrought by your hands? Indeed. Put every ounce of my skill into this construction. Every ounce, as well as a dash of Cecil's skill for good measure. A horn does not speak, yet it can be heard from even the highest peaks. It would seem my trial was simple before the combined efforts of man and Moogle. I am impressed. Accept my apologies for doubting you. That means you'll get help, Mogzin? Splendid, but brother, I still don't understand why a horn is so important to you. How much you have yet to learn, though I am sure you were taught once before that our song or his roars to the ears is alien and unfathomable. So it was that race Velgar bequeathed the magic to men that they fashioned sacred instruments to join in the chorus. The horn instructed to the Moogles is but one of these works. If you would have my aid, you must wield an instrument worthy of calling upon my kind. I believe this horn will do nicely. An instrument to summon a dragon? Is that good? No one has ever praised something I've made. This feeling is better than eating that 3 Koopa nuts at once. I apologize, I got a little carried away. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Way off. Allow me to escort you to Barley's. Success! Now this is what I envisioned when Mogzen spoke of dragons. I applaud your success, my friend, although I did not doubt you have a few for a second. Mogzen certainly seems to be in high spirits, higher than usual even. Did your meeting with Way Off go that well? Well, here's the story. Now I see, my dear Mogzen. How does it feel? To labor over your creation, to pour every ounce of your vim and brio into it, and for that effort to be recognized and yet earn you accolades. Tell me true, can you think of aught better? No, I can't! This is even more thrilling than when I tricked Mog up. And now you understand why we crafters slave away for our art. Yes, for I dare say, you are now as much a crafter as Cecil or myself. Still, do not think your journey is over already. You have much to learn yet in the way of the technique. Me, a crafter? I don't know what to say, except that I'll try my utmost not to disappoint. And you must be Way Off, whose trial spurred Mogzen's growth. I am Terrason, and I offer my humble greetings and thanks. Well then, shall we begin? For perhaps the first time in 1,000 years, man and dragon shall work together to build, not destroy. Although I am too young to have known the peace our ancestors once shared, I am honored to work alongside you. May our bonds be strengthened through our labor. It's a good ending all around. Ooh, we got color going on. It's no longer some charred remain. Well, it's kind of is still, but it's looking a lot better. Look at that, yeah. Sweet. Sweet. All right, it's looking a lot better now. Alright, and that is it for that reputation. So, I'll be back when I can proceed further. Alright, we're ready to proceed to the next rank. So, or not rank, or reputation. So, Mogzen, what's next, lad? Since I thought that was you, Terrason has decided what are next to focus our efforts. Alright, what do we want? What's next, buddy? Thanks to the efforts of Way Off, Barlays is now well fortified against any ne'er-do-wells who might wish to deface it. Well, that's what I would say if there was not in it to deface. I believe now is the opportune time to start the core of our Mogzen, Tarzan, Cecil, Glenbursty. He has spoken and he is livid. What's going on? Who's the hell is that? Oh, old day, my friend. Calm yourself. What matter do you speak of? Who is this Glenbursty? He's an ancient dragon, more ancient than most. In passing, he asked after the Mogbenders and became enraged when I told him of your work here. He demanded that I tell you to cease at once. I thought he was only curious, I swear. Please don't be cross with me. Just when things are going so well. Still, I suppose we can count our blessing that he did not drive us away by force. Doubtless he is capable. Perhaps the fact he has not means there is yet hope for reconciliation. Let us parley with Gullenbursty, if for no other reason than to make it clear that we bear no ill will towards him. Cecil, Mogzen, I would ask that you accompany me. Old day, pray deliver us to where this ancient dragon resides. Alright. Certainly. Hopefully Gullenbursty will listen to reason. With luck, hopefully we can put this incident behind us soon enough. Alright. Where are we going? We're going somewhere. That's right. I changed classes. I changed classes because Carpenter is just about to hit level 60 once to turn in these other two quests. So Once I hit level 60, the XP becomes pretty pointless. Oh, bright lights! I'll go down here. There you are. No, not you. Mr. Sour Mood. You look like you're in a bad mood. So you're the children of men who seek to undo my efforts to keep Barley's forgotten. Enough. Cease as a friend and return from whence you came. Merciful Bursty, I fear this is a dreadful misunderstanding. It is not by our own volition that we endeavor to repair the plaza. No, we are here at the behest of the Moogles, and in fact our role is merely to teach them of stonemasonry, not more. As you are doubtless aware, the Moogles were bound by an ancient accord with Race Velgar to guard and maintain Zenith. As it happens, several of Race Velgar's own brood are even now lifting stones in the show of support. Forgive me my boldness, but do you mean to put a stop to such efforts? Bold indeed. You are right. I cannot oppose the will of Race Velgar, if there is a truth in your words. It's true. If you require proof, just visit the plaza yourself, and you only need to ask Race Velgar about the covenant we share. My dear Mogden, pray let me handle this matter. You must tread carefully. I would very much like to leave this parlor without any singed hairs. Mighty Gullen. I believe a dragon of your strength will have no difficulty driving us from the plaza and raising it to the ground, but I also believe that you are wise. Too wise to act rashly, without knowledge of our intentions or our sincerity. Perhaps, if you prove your worth, then so be it. Restore the splendor of the ages past to Barlays, and I shall oppose you no longer. That's it? We're already well on our way. Rest assured, Barlays will be restored in no time. Will it? Long ago, the plaza held a fountain from which flowed an unending stream. To build such a thing now would be an impossible feat. Why? I would expect no less than to be tasked with the impossible. To construct a fountain on barren land seems an unsolvable riddle. Do not fear, however, for we will find a way, as we have many times before, won't we, Mogden? Naturally, we'll show you the worth of the Mogmenders. Excellent. Well then, my dear Gullenbursty, we shall set to work at once. In the meantime, I trust you will see fit to allow our repairs to resume unimpeded. Very well, child of man. I shall tolerate your presence for the time being. Well, at least we kind of sort of got it all sorted out. Not really, but kind of sort of. I mean, why is it that difficult to rebuild a fountain? It seems like such an easy task. While not the ideal outcome, there is not for it but to turn our attention to the task at hand. Not only must we build a fountain, but we must also secure a source of water. Gullenbursty is well aware of the fact that we are surrounded by dust and wind-worn brick, which is why he expects us to fail, but we shall prove him wrong. It would be best to first seek the wisdom of those familiar with the land. Tell me, Mogden and Ulday, how do you go about searching water for your peoples? Truth be told, I've never thought too deeply about it. If our throats are dry or if the flowers are drooping, we just go to the springs north of Mogholm. When we wish to wash the dirt from my scales, we tumble into the nearest cloud. And then our throats are parched, we slake our thirst with the blood of our prey. The springs of Mogholm are entirely too far away, and somehow I doubt a fountain of blood is what Gullenbursty has in mind. How about you, Cecilla? Any ideas? Why search for water source when we can make one? Make one? But how would we... Aha! Cecil, my girl, I could kiss you! Of course, the Roseners at Camp Cloudtop. They keep their stores of water plentiful with the spring crystals, found in abundance throughout the sea clouds. Such an ingenious solution! Gullenbursty may be stubborn, but even he should be impressed. I believe he would, my dear old day. That settles it then. We must procure spring crystals. Of course, it would be preferable if we did not have to travel all the way to the Sea of Clouds. Can they be found near here? We're in luck, because I often fly over a crystal that seems to have water trickling from its surface. I have a suspicion this might be one of these spring crystals you speak of. Oh, it's up to us to gather them then. Old day, show me where you are, and I'll bring back as many as I can carry. Gullenbursty will know our worth. Well, I cannot deny Moggson's enthusiasm. However, neither he nor Old Day will have actually seen a spring crystal up close, and it would be a shame if what they brought back was unusable. So you might judge the crystal's quality. All right, where are we going? We're going north. We're going north. We're going way north, as far north as possible. Going way over there. I don't think I've ever actually been up there before. Alright. Let's see what we can find around here. The spring crystal, huh? Well, there's water. Aha. Hello, spring crystal. This looks promising. Water trickles from the water in thin rivulets, each running dry before reaching its base. It seems there's little hope that this can be used as a supply for the fountain. Shit. From the skies, I could not tell this crystal was so dry. But worry not, for you are in the company of a dragon. When I unleash my mighty roar, this crystal will awaken and water will gush forth from it like a geyser. I simply need some time to gather my strength. One century should do the trick. Brother was around that age when he learned to roar. I don't have a century to wait. You cannot wait even 100 years? I pity you, truly. Well, I suppose we must ask Brother for his help again. I'm certain this time we can skip the trial. Oh, back to Zenith. Alright. Where you at, guy? I need your assistance with something. I need your mighty roar. Oh, Matt, my brother tells me you wish to borrow my strength again. I need your roar. That's what I need. You mean to awaken a crystal? A simple matter. Very well, you have my wings. Climb atop my back and guide me to this crystal. Old Day, you stay behind. Cecil, if you should become separated, return here and my brother shall summon me. Alright. I mean, how would we become separated? Alright, let's get this crystal lit up. It's powered, so we can build ourselves a fountain. Alright, let's get this crystal powered up, shall we? Look, the water is spouting forth. The crystal will make the perfect source for our fountain. Now I just need to break off a few shards. I'm relieved. I could have just easily shattered the crystal by mistake. Fortunately, I did not. I've gathered the largest shards I can find. Now let's bring up the zenith and build a short golden burst so that Barlays will shine once more. So shiny! Oh, I don't take him with me. I guess it makes sense. Golden burst, we've done it. The fountain of Barlays will flow as gloriously as before. So, you've secured a water source. It was a team effort. Cecily suggested we use spring crystals, and Old Day will told us where to find one. We've gathered more than enough shards to keep the fountain flowing indefinitely. I know of these crystals, but do not attempt to deceive me. There are none with the strength of which you speak. There were none, but through will, perseverance, and determination, we were able to find a solution. Those words. Is nothing. Proceed, Moogle. With Way Off's mighty roar, we awakened the spring crystal, and now we have enough water to make 5 fountains. Surely our deeds have proven that we are worthy to continue our work. Impressive, little one. However, your story tells only the deeds of man and dragon. What has your kind contributed? There is still much work to be done, and the spring crystal is but one component. From here on out, it's the responsibility of the Mogmanners to see the fountain completed. Your words bespeak confidence, and more importantly, sincerity. Farewell, you may remain in Barlays. This guy turned over on one condition. Oh. Rising from the fountain was once a statue, a monument to friendship and peace. You will receive it restored to Barlays. A statue? We've never built something like that. What if it proves beyond our abilities? But I shall make the plaza dust and rubble once more. Well, it appears we have no choice but to succeed then. Golden Percy, the statue we raise, will be even better than you remember, I promise. There is something unique about that one. Do you not agree? He's better than most Moogles. He's... Alright. Let's see what kind of changes this place has. A monument to friendship and peace, and our latest challenge. I suppose we can consider this the Mogmanner's first commission. I must admit, I'm a little bit nervous. Our reputation is at stake. So the Draggers have requested further work to be done to the plaza. Mogzan, I have no doubt you and the Mogmanners shall rise to the challenge as you have risen to many others. Remember the wisdom I've tried to impart to you. I won't disappoint you, Terracin. Even if it looks like there's no way forward, I'll find one. Now let's begin work on the fountain. No. Oh, lights! Now that's a fountain. That's definitely a fountain. Oh, they even got the stonework for the flooring done too. Cool. Look at that. A significant change. All right. Let's look at this place. I mean, look. Compared to the stairs to this, I mean, now this is a. Ooh, we even got dragon buddies here with us now. Look at this. This is nice. This is so nice. Alright, let me turn these in. Oh shit, no! No, I was in the wrong class! Fuck. I meant to do it like this. That's fine. I still have three more things I can do anyway. But yeah, that's it for this reputation, so I'll be back when we can proceed to the next rank. Alright, we're able to proceed to the next rank. So, Mogzen, lad, what is next? I can't believe them! Of all the times for trickery. Why, if they were here, I'd give them a piece of my... What happened? Oh, Cecilla once again fades to working against us. Sometimes it seems as though we can't live even a single break without something going wrong. Let's all put our palms together and hopefully we can find a solution. What's happening? Sir! What went on? Just when I had forgotten how entertaining the Moogle's antics could be, this happens. You see, we were expecting a shipment of supplies from the Temple Knights, but their delivery is long overdue. Mogzen here suspects foul play. That's right. With the Moglen menders busy at Barlay's, I asked the Moogles at Azza to help transport the supplies. Unfortunately, I fear they may have hid them, or worse. Our only choice is to find the Moogles in charge and question them ourselves. Give them a good talking to, Mogzen. As the leader of the Mogmenders, you must make it clear that you'll not tolerate its trickery. I have faith the supplies will be here at Barlay's before long. Of course, Terracin. I'll give them a school and they won't soon forget. Perhaps I'll even make them carry the supplies themselves. Oh boy. Look at him. I'll have to rebuke an irresponsible Moogle as a father would a disobedient child. However, as we are expecting a good many crates, another pair of young strapping legs to carry them certainly would not hurt. Go and assist him should he require it. Oh, if I gotta... I don't have much of a choice, do I? Alright. These Moogles just don't learn. Cecilla, what are you doing here? Did Terracin send you to accompany me? Yes, he did, actually. You really must learn to let me handle my own affairs. Look here, I gave this Moogle such a verbal thrashing that he's agreed to show me where he hid his supplies. He's even forsaken trickery for good. And completely and utterly contrite he is. I'm not convinced. Alas, I'd rather not spend my time reprimanding others. There's still so much to be done at Barlay's, but lately, I've felt that no matter how many hours we labor for, we never get any closer to completion. But worry not, Cecilla. I've no intention of giving up. One blow at a time, we'll chisel away at Barlay's until the glory of its past is restored. For now, I suppose we should succeed to the unviable task of collecting the rest of the supplies. Cecil, I know much more important matters demanded our attention, but could you deliver this crate to Barlay's? With any luck, we'll see each other again shortly. That was it? Alright. Now, show me where you hid them. Quickly, there's no time to waste. Something tells me he's not going to lead them to the crates. Something tells me there's more to the story than meets the eye. That was just way too easy. You return as soon as I expected. As long as it's not with you. I got this, but this seems suspicious. These are certainly supplies we ordered. How kind of Mog's to shoulder the burden of fighting the rest? While he's occupied, there's a matter I would like to discuss with you. As you've doubtless noticed, Mogzen has become an admirable crafter in his own right. In fact, the zeal with which each and every Mogmender approaches their work has been not short of astonishing. However, despite their best efforts, their progress leaves something to be desired. Curious as to why, I observed the Mogmenders at work, and one thing that struck me was the feebleness of their blows. Now, this is no fault of the Moogles. It's not due to laziness that they strike so lightly. No, I believe the tools are to blame. The Moogles cannot grip their tools firmly, and they do not have our Louis arms. Tools made for us are entirely unsuitable for them. But what if we were to furnish them with tools attuned to their etheric energy? Which brings us to the supplies. But then we shall make the wind aspected tools, which I believe the Mogminers will be able to swing as mightily as we swing our own tools. I'll give you the honor of helping me craft the first one. I only ask that you craft a hammerhead. I procured a material known as Aurum Regis, possessed of superior ethereal conductivity. Use it to make a well-balanced head so the tool is not clumsy in our furry friend's paws. Before you begin, however, bring the crate of supplies to Mogmole. As always, you're free to take whatever you feel is necessary to complete your task. Can I take it all? The others think I have the easiest job of the Mogbenders, but they're wrong. Have you ever flapped your wings in place for hours on end? No? Then you have no idea how hungry it makes you. But I must do my duty. What supplies do you require this time? Here you go. So these are the errand supplies. Any Koopa nuts? No, I thought not. In fact, in that case, feel free to take anything you need. Give it all to me! Alright. Nice! Alright. Well, that was easy. That was a simple task. Here you go. You finished already? Of course, I expect only the most superb craftsmanship from you. Here you go. You won't be disappointed. Yes, this is a masterpiece. Of that, there can be no doubt. Now, we only need to take what I have made and... Look, Cecil, have you ever seen a hammer so mighty, so majestic, so miniature? There's nothing like crafting something so fine with your own hand. Of course, I couldn't have done it without you, my friend. Cecil, Terrace and I have returned, and with all the missing supplies, no less. I'm surprised it actually led you to the supplies. Honestly, I was expecting you to be led to a wild goose chase. What's that smell? Have you been crafting? Indeed we have, my dear Mogzin. A special present for our favorite Mogmender. I believe you'll be most pleasantly surprised. Oh, I'm not falling for that again. I still remember the taste of disappointment I bit into those fake Koopa nuts. What is it this time, Leather Cloud Mallow? Huh. No. This is an actual gift this time. Cecil, you too? Perhaps you are telling the truth after all. Very well, show me your present. Just in case, I shall gird my palm for the worst. I mean, I can't blame the guy for being, What happened? Oh, look at that. That's a fancy tool. This hammer, it's different from the others. Both Seth and I poured our hearts and souls into it, so I hope you're able to make good use of it. I believe this hammer and other tools like it will bring a marked improvement to the Mogminer's work. How does it feel, Mogzin? It's so light and it fits my paws perfectly. Were those other tools just for practice? Why, I feel as if I could chip away at stone all day and night. Well, I am full glad to hear that. Truth be told, I know that you and the other Mogminers were growing frustrated at your lack of progress. With this, I believe you'll be able to produce work at the speed and quality I know you are capable of. I apologize. You shouldn't have had to go through such great lengths on our account. Nevertheless, you have my thanks, and the thanks of every single Mogmender. That is why we're here, is it not? To teach you and yours all we know, so that one day you might repair Zenith without guidance from a doddering old fool. So, there's no need to thank us, much less apologize. We shall be content to see you produce grand works. And so we shall! I dare say this moment marks a new age for the Mogmenders. Yes, it does. We're making progress. Shiny tool. Thanks to your efforts, Moogles have brand new tools to work with. Continue assisting the Mogminers to see repair to Barley is completed. Alright, nice. Moving up in ranks! Sweet. Now, at some point, you can actually buy something with the Craver. Maybe I can't buy it yet. What's this? Where is it? Beat currency exchange? No. Beastman currency. Promissory notes. Okay. Items. Okay, so I can't buy it yet. No, I can't. I think it's a later rank. All right. Let me turn the rest of these in. Level up again! 2 levels! Wait, wasn't it level 56? Yeah. Damn. I went up a lot. I don't know how much XP I had before in 56, but I went up 2 levels. Nice. Alright, so that's it for that one. That rank, so I'll see you in the next rank. Alright, we're ready to proceed to the next rank. So, Mogzin, what's going on, buddy? Where could she be? Where could she be? Oh, there you are, Cecila. Terrason's ready to discuss how to begin building the statue, but we dare not start without you. Now, let's see what he has to say. Alright, what's going on? Cecil, how good of you to join us. Once Old Day graces us with his presence, we can begin our discussion. Ah, here he is now. Greetings. For what purpose did you summon me here? Do you require my strength once more? Indeed, Old Day. For we will avail ourselves of your legendary strength. All of our work thus far has brought us to this decisive moment, and without your stout wings, I fear we will have little hope of success. Then of course my wings are yours. I would never stand idly by with my friends to struggle. No task is too large for me. I knew we could count on your support. Finally, we were about ready to begin work on the Mogminer's first official commission, the statue requested by Gullenbursty. A monument to friendship and peace now lost to time. With their new tools, the Mogminers are working with more vigor than I've ever seen. I believe they are more than ready to rise to this challenge. We're ready. Ready to build a statue. A statue of what exactly? It's the answer to that question which I've been contemplating, my dear Mogzin. Unfortunately, we have no pictures, no stories, and no remnants on which we could base the statue's form. We know only that it stood more than 1,000 years ago during the age when dragon and man lived together in harmony. Could it be a Koopa tree? Or an enormous cloud mallow? Do not be daft, Mogzin. The statue likely depicted dragon and man. Brother once told me as many of such sculptures were used to dot the land. All day, I must say I had much the same thought. What better subjects could there have been to immortalize the bond which at the time must have seemed unbreakable? Even so, there's still so much we don't know. How were they posed? How many were there? No statues remain to draw inspiration from. Terrason, do any survive down below? Well, there is the relief at a falcon's nest, but that work is much too recent to be of use. However, there may be another way. Our mutual friends, the Temple Knights, have spent generations chasing heretics. Doubtless they have seized at least a few of their idols during their ceaseless struggle. Cecil, there's much work for us to do here at Barley's. I would ask you to journey to Ishgard and ask our dear Handelo if he can part with an idol. I have confidence he will oblige at your request. However, if perchance he is hesitant to do so, hand him this letter. I believe it shall prove to be adequately convincing. And what of us? While Cecil is away, what should we do? Continue our stone masonry practice? No, my dear Mogson, there are preparations to be made. Speak with Mogmol and ready the stone we will use for the statue. O'Day, pray help Mogson with his duties. For my part, I shall begin drawing up plans for the statue's base. Well then, I look forward to meeting you again. Alright, moving along. Back to the congregation. You acquire an idol size for the seeds from the heretics? My apologies, Cessa, but such a request is not within my power to grant. Pray understand that much as I would like to offer you a helping hand, there are some matters where my reach is limited. A letter from Lord Terrason? He writes that the figures in question were taken unlawfully from the churning mists and that the Moogles, as caretakers of the ancient ruins therein, are obliged to petition their return. A rather more bureaucratic approach than I anticipated, but I'll expect no less from a Lord of House Dismail, as skilled as with his words as he is with the hammer and chisel. He has not told you? That cunning old fox is none other than Terrason de Dismail, formerly Count Terrason de Dismail. Although he has long since stepped down, he does not scruple to intercede in various affairs. In any event, his reasoning is sound, and I see no harm in following his plan. Speak with my man Vain Connets. He will provide you with what you need. You require an idol, yes? I believe this one should do. They all look the same to me. Dreadfully ugly, isn't it? Well, I suppose there's no accounting for the taste. I got my ugly idol. It serves enough. I don't get to see what it looks like. Your return. His Handalope was Handalope willing to oblige your request? Yeah, after I gave him the letter. This is an object of heresy and untold evil. Seems harmless enough to me, but the craftsmanship is superb. I do believe this will provide the perfect model for a statue. Excellent work, my friend. However, I cannot help but notice you no longer have the letter I wrote. I suppose it means Sir Handalope told you who I am, that a simple epistle would sway a man of his standing. Well then, let me apologize for the belated introduction. I am Terrason de Dismail, erstwhile Count of my house. I am happy to say my son now enjoys that burden, leaving me to spend my days as I please. I try to stay busy, of course, and our project here has been a boon in that regard. However, do not think this is some whim of idleness. No, this is how I wish to live out my twilight years, as my true self, as a craftsman. House Dismail is built upon a foundation of mastery of wood, steel, and stone. From a young age, I strove to learn the techniques of my forefathers. Alas, once I became Count, I was forced to trade my hammer and chisel for a quill and parchment. A Count's craft is to uphold the honor of his house, his tools, his wit, and his wiles. I was bound to the eternal struggle for glory and prestige, and as the months bled into years, and my days as an artisan faded into half-forgotten memory. It was in this single-minded state I raised my sons, teach them not the joy of crafting. Perhaps by imparting my knowledge to others, I am in some small way trying to alleviate that regret. I've gone on too long again. Truly, I thank you for listening to this old man's ramblings. Now, let's return to the task in hand. The statue must be built and have a job perfectly suited to your skills. Our sculpture will require sturdy metal beams to support the weight of the stone. Although they will remain unseen by most, they are nevertheless among the most vital components. Always, Moogle shall provide you with what you require. Bring your completed work to Mogs and we shall make use of it at once. Alright. Did you see the movement of these huge stones? Just watch them made my belly rumble. But I will do my duty. Until the statue is complete, I'll be here to give you whatever you need. Give me my materials! Alright. I got your statue. Sessa goes without saying, but the Moglers are grateful for all your help so far. Just a little bit more and we'll have finished. So let's see what you made. I got your supplies for you. You've certainly outdone yourself this time. Gullenburst will surely be in awe of the quality of our work. Now let's let this build. Let's see the statue. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's a nice looking statue right there. We've done it! Can you feel it? This must be how the landlords and skylords felt the moment they built this plaza ages ago. I can only imagine what Gullenburst's reaction will be. You can ask him right now. Little ones, how fares your work? If it's too difficult, simply say so. I shall allow you to return home before I raise this place to the ground. On the contrary, Gullenbursty, you could not have arrived at a more opportune time. The statue is complete, and I dare say even more majestic than it was before. Behold! I've not seen the statue in a long time. Yes, as it was. Almost. Your work is adequate. As promised, I shall leave you be. Continue in peace. Alright, well, we got his approval. Almost adequate. Well, but why would he say that? It's missing something. It's not quite there yet. It's a nice looking statue though. But it's just not complete. Thanks to efforts, the statue has been erected in Barlays. It would seem your work is complete, but Gullenbursty's cryptic words suggest otherwise. There's more to be done. We're far from finished. Nice! Turn these in. See if I level up again. That looks like I will. Nice! And that is the end. Well, let me see what this guy has so real quick. Probably another minion I can buy or something. No, not really. I swear these were not that these were not that expensive. I swear they've raised these prices. But yeah, that's it for that Moogle quest. So I'll be back for the next one. Alright, we are here for the next ranks. Mogzen, buddy old pal. What's happening here? We get a dance too. Cool. Cecil, I'm glad you're here. There's a matter I've been meaning to discuss with everyone since Gullen Bursty's departure, and now is as good a time as any. What's going on? What's happening here? Did you figure out what you're missing? We are all gathered, it would seem. Now, my dear Mogzen, what was it you... Oh, I see you summoned Old Day as well. Good, very good, very good. Mogzen, I was just admiring your craftsmanship, an accomplishment to be proud of, certainly. Now, what was it you wanted? Are we here to help plan the celebration? The celebration, yes. Now that the statue is complete, there is naught to do but ensure the statue stays polished. It's time for a well-deserved rest. Do you not agree, my dear Mogzen? No, not at all. With all due respect, Terracin, our work is far from complete. I believe you know this already, but you were there when Gullen Bursty saw the statue. I was there as well, Mogzen. Did Gullen Bursty not grant us leave to remain here in Barlays? We could not have asked for more. Mogek and Mogmol have already begun preparations for a feast. You need to look past his words, Old Day. Didn't you find his reaction strange? He seemed thoroughly unimpressed by our efforts. Something is amiss, I'm certain. No, I cannot be content to leave the statue in its current state. I will not rest until it's perfect. Not only in Gullibursty's eyes, but in mine as well. Well said, my dear Mogzen, well said. I knew you would not be satisfied with mediocrity. Surely your growth as a crafter has been not short of astounding. You truly are an inspiration. I don't know what to say, but thank you! So that means you agree with me, yes? Then we are as many times before. Let's work together to find out what's wrong. We've come this far, just a little bit further we can enjoy the satisfaction of seeing our work come complete at last. But how are we to know where the fault lies? The possibilities are endless. Well, I believe we did well enough by casting dragon and man as the subjects. Perhaps the composition of the figures was not to his liking? If we had such a fundamental error, I doubt he would suffer the statue to remain. No, it must be something else. Something we're not seeing. Let's take a different tack and ask ourselves why Gullen Bursty demanded the statue to be built in the first place. Why was it so important to him? I had wondered that myself. I know little of Gullen Bursty, besides the fact that he is much older than brother. He is quite reclusive, although I've been told he was not always that way. We only know him by his demands. All day, surely there are other dragons that are friendly with him. Perhaps they can offer insight into his motives? Perhaps. It might serve us best to speak with the other ancient dragons. Are there any you could introduce us to, Old Day? Of course, there's Verdolfnir, who I happen to count among my many friends. Perhaps we can always try visiting Vidofnir, though I'm not certain he would grant us an audience. You leave it to me. You are friends with Vidofnir? Why, you're just full of surprises. Our next step is settled. Cecil, allow me to accompany you to the surface and speak with Vidofnir. Master Terracin, Old Day, visit Verdrofnir and find out if he knows anything about Gullen Bursty. I can never say his name. Let's meet back here and share our findings. Until then. Oh, right. What are we missing here, I wonder? I mean, it looks great as it is, but we must have perfection. Hello, Vidofnir. It's been a while. Well met, warriors. What brings you and yours to Annex Shrine? I need some information about a dragon named Gullenbursty. Gullenbursty. Yes, I know him. For many moons did he labor to build the very plaza you now endeavor to repair. Gullenbursty helped build Barlays? Then why would he raze into the ground? For brothers rod of a mother's love, 'twas bitter reminder and testament to man's ancient sin, a Ratatosker's sacrifice upon the altar of mortal greed. Old wounds are slow to heal, mayhap his discontent is rooted in the past. Look to the plaza's ruins if you would know more. But all that's left of the old Barlays are the piles of... Wait, that's it! Cecil, we need to hurry back. We need to go back at once. There may be remains in the rubble we've cleared. Perhaps they will provide the clue we seek. But not fair. You have my sincerest thanks for your counsel. He's had a revelation. All right. Here's where we keep the stones that are unfit for reuse. Old day, Terracin, are you looking for remnants of the old plaza too? Indeed we are. Vidrofner only offered as much information as he deemed necessary, a quality that comes with age. It was clear, however, that the pieces of old Barlays may hold the answer we seek. We had much the same experience. Well, there's nothing for it but to dig. Alright. See what we can find. We dig through the rubble, we find nothing you could use. What about this one? I found a stone. And I found something else, I guess. Any luck? I found nothing but old rocks. I found these two rocks. What is this? This looks like a writing of the landlords. Alas, I can't read it. What does it say, Cecil? How am I supposed to know? How fares your search? Have you not found aught that might be of use? Terracin, look! Cecil found these fragments engraved with what looks to be a script of the landlords. Brilliant! Let me have a look. All day, and I found several similar fragments, but for the life of me, I cannot make out their meaning. Perhaps they are but small pieces of a larger whole. Let us see. Like this? Or like this? The elements have not been kind to these stones. I can scarce tell if the layers are upside down or right side up. Stop fooling around. What does it say? What does it say? Do not rush me, old day. I must focus. Here, I think I have it. Unity and brotherhood, now forevermore. Marinchi, Day, Foreshore, Moggan, Gullenbursty. A man, a Moogle, and a dragon. Doubtless they're the architects of this piece. You mean more than 1,000 years ago there lived a Moogle crafter just like Mogzin? And it appears that plazas of past and present have more in common than we thought. So, it was this tablet which was truly important to Gullenbursty. Indeed, to him, the statue was more than a monument to friendship and peace. It was a monument to his friendships as well. And so we shall make it our duty to restore this tablet. Come on, it's time to put chisel to stone. Alright. The Mogman's first commission will soon be complete. That is, if you would entertain one final request. The tablet requires a proper mounting, one which will hold fast against the harsh elements of the region. I would task you with making it. Lastly, I would like to thank you for your support, not only on the behalf of the Mogmenders, but all of the Moghome Moogles. If not for you and Terrasen, Barlays would still be nothing but dust and rubble. Once more, we trust in your steady hand. I know you'll impress. Mogmo will give you any supplies you need. Once your masterpiece is finished, hand it to Terrasen and we can complete our work. What will I do, you ask? Let's just say I have one final trick to play. A parting trick, if you will. I'll be getting it ready while you do your crafting. Ah, that look in your eyes. You can't wait to find out what it is, can you? Or not, I assure you it'll be my best one yet. Oh, let's hope. A lot's riding on this one. Mogzen's been by and told me to expect you. Take whatever you want, anything. Once you finish, I can finally eat. That's all you care about, huh? Alright. Really? Not done yet? There we go. Have you completed Mogzen's request? To think this may be the last time I gaze upon your work. It has been an honor, my friend. Oh, I'm sure you'll see me in the future. I must say the quality of your craftsmanship has always been reliable. Come, let's call the Mogman as at last Goldenbursty will acknowledge the depth of our skill. Alright. Let's see if he approves. Preparations for a trick are complete. All we have to do now is to attach the tablet. Alright, let's see what this guy's up to. And there it is. Unity and brotherhood now forevermore. Mogzen, Cecil Terrasen de Zmael, Old Day, Marinche de Foreshore, Moggen, Gullenbursty. See if this guy approves. Way off an old day were insisting I come. I pray it is worth my time. Very good, very good. I remember the day we finished building. I remember Moggen's indignant protests. Where's the Moogle statue? You make me so mad, Kupo. And so on. It would seem his wish is now fulfilled. I take everything meets with your satisfaction? Even the Moogle statue? Alright. It does. You have my blessings and my thanks. I shall keep the skies of Barley safe to prove my words true. Sweet. Did you hear that? Gullenbursty approves! Gullenbursty approves! Finally, through will, determination, and perseverance, the Mogmans have completed their first major project. Everyone's gotta celebrate. It's hard work. All right, we did it. Nice. I learned the Moogle dance. Top Mog. Nice. All right. And that is the end of the Moogle. Well, no, I lied. We still got the closing out quest. Now, I didn't mention it in the Vanu one, but if you go to this guy and the vendor for the Vanu, you can buy the mounts now. So when I get a little bit more gil, I'll come back and buy him. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I will buy this though. But yeah, we got one final quest to do. So once I'm ready to advance to rank 8, I will be back. All right, we are ready to wrap up the Moogles. So, Mogson, my buddy old pal, what's going on? The zenith of craftsmanship. Cecil, everyone's been asking for you. You better speak with the old day and Master Terracin and see what they want. What you want? There you are, Cecil. Do not look so tense, my friend. For once, this does not concern your art difficulties preparing the plaza. I would hope so. The plaza looks fine as it is. On the contrary, I simply wish to offer you my sincerest gratitude for your help thus far. You have given this old man a meaningful way to spend his days, and thanks to the efforts of all and sundry, I have recaptured a piece of my family's history. Yes, my family. For although House Zamail is now renowned for its skill at stonemasonry, that was not always the case. No, as recently as 3 centuries ago, we were but humble crafters. It was not until a lord of House Zamail, I can never say this word, Zamail, married the daughter of a minor lord whose house was known for its deep knowledge of architecture, that the first brick of our renown was laid. That maiden's family name was Foreshort. I don't know. A name which rings familiar, yes. One of the 3 original architects of Barlays, Marink de Foreshore. I probably botched that word up so bad. His blood courses through the veins of every son and daughter of House Zamail, and his teachings have enriched our lives. To think that after more than 1,000 years, ancestor and descendant would be joined by the same art of work. Nimia must be surely smirking at her own cleverness. Regardless, hang on. Sorry about that. I got distracted there for a minute. But enough of the sentimentality. I haven't come to a decision until the day I draw my last breath. I shall continue on here and guide the Mog Menders. Of course, you are always welcome should you wish to offer a helping hand. I'll think about it. I mean, this place... I mean, forget Barlays. Barlays is pretty done. You just gotta work on the outside a little bit. Make it a little more newer. Then you gotta work on Zenith. And the rest of this place. Because I want to see what this place looks like when it's like fully restored and built. Cecil, greetings. Quite the impressive work, wouldn't you agree? When Mogson first told me about Barlays, I was sure nothing would ever get done. I certainly have never dreamed he would go as far as to receive Gullenberg's praise. If not for you and Terracin, Mogson would still be caught up in trying to avoid work. I thank you for keeping him by his side through all of this, and I look forward to seeing what works the Mogbiners can produce in the future. As for me, I have no pressing engagements for the next 100 years, after which I will go into hibernation. Until then, I plan on remaining here to help with the repair of Zenith. If you find yourself back here sometime within the next century, be sure to say hello. Alright. You're back! Now that you've heard everyone else's thanks, it's my turn. Thank you. It's the Mogminers. Mogminers still have much work ahead, and soon we'll be repairing Zenith proper. Too bad you never actually get to repair Zenith proper. That would be amazing. No doubt we'll face difficulties that'll make repairing this plaza look as simple as painting a pebble, but the experience you gain here will see us through. The Mogminers will never forget how much you helped us, and will forever remember the power of will, perseverance, and determination. Of course, if you find yourself missing our company, or if you're just in the mood for some honest labor, we'll always welcome you among our ranks. Alright, well, who knows? I might be willing to repair the proper. Oh joy, rank 9! Alright, so that is the end of the Moogle Beast Tribe. So, here's my progress so far. I actually did pretty good progress in terms of leveling. This is where we're at. I mean, I got all but 3 to level 60. So, you know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. After 60, the XP kind of dwindles off. So that's why I switched down. So, yeah, I mean, not a bad day's work if I do say so myself. But yeah, that is gonna be it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Later.